Hello,
Good
everybody.
morning. I'm out of breath.
How
I
are
just ran up
you?
the stairs. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm all right.
I'm
I'm
looking
just
for my
saying,
lipstick.
same stuff every day, different day.
Yeah, yeah, same stuff, different day. I lost, I lost my stick lip, as one of my kids used to say.
You lost it?
I
Okay.
lost my stick lip.
Well, I put some on because I don't like putting eye makeup on anymore because my eyes are very dry, and then I rub them, and then I
Uh
look
huh.
like a raccoon.
Well,
And what can I say? So I don't bother with it. It's not necessary.
although I need to go buy a new one because it tastes like crayons, or what I. It tastes like
Oh,
what crayons smell like. Does that
I
make
know
sense?
what you're saying. Whenever I get it, if I have some like older lipsticks, sometimes they start to smell like that, and I toss them in the trash. Yeah,
Well, it's the only one I have. I can't toss it.
they make
Um,
some like really inexpensive lipsticks if you don't mind it like wearing off right away.
right. Oh, excuse me.
Well, anyway,
I,
let's say hi. We should say hi to who's here.
who's
Maybe,
listening?
unless you want to keep talking about the lipstick, that's cool.
No.
All right, so G was here first. Hi, G. If
Hey,
you're still here,
G. What's
and
up?
Scarlett,
Hey,
welcome.
Scarlett.
And then Ashley. Hi,
Ashley.
Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
And then Miss Number One, Little Debbie. How you
Little
doing?
Debbie. What's
And
up today, little Debbie? What you cooking?
what you cooking? I have two
She's
drinks.
always cooking something
I
good. I
di-
don't know what
I
to
live
cook
in.
today.
Huh? I have leftovers and some salad.
I asked Garrett, I'm like, what do you want for dinner? He goes, I don't care if they put pizza rolls in the oven.
I bought
Right?
this one is fantastic. It lasts through. It's
Yeah. Well, you remember when I got that stuff from that ninja place, like
it's good.
Victoria and them used to do? And I got this CoverGirl lip stain.
Yeah. Well,
That stuff stayed on forever, but I can't find it. I lost it in the move, so who knows where it's
I'm
at. It's
gonna
probably
show you it.
packed in a box. Hey, Katie Berg, how are you?
Yes, baby. Wait, I want to show you.
Katie, I think you filled the job form out on my channel, right? Because Suzy can make you blue.
That's the Murray Lee. All right, this one's the best. Not promoted, not sponsored. Nothing was given to me for free. Maybelline 24 Super Stay 24.
Uh-huh.
They come in a lot of colors, and they like you put it on and you just don't. Hi, Katie Berg. You don't do anything with your mouth, like eat or drink. And then when it's dry,
And
it takes about 2 minutes at the most. They have a lip
yeah,
gloss.
that's
I
how
did
mine
one,
was. Except
and
mine was CoverGirl. Well, Debbie's making, she took some roast out. She's going to make barbecue.
okay. Hi, Katie. I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna have to sign in. Now this CoverGirl one has a separate lip gloss, and it's equally.
Yeah, that's what I had. That.
Good. I use these all the time. I prefer the more pink reds.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah,
got
that's
this
it.
one also from that ninja thing, whatever, that they ordered from. Excuse me. I don't have any more stay awake medicine.
I mean, when I got married, this one was the. I mean, I used a like a 10. It's shade 108 or something. I mean, it's like a frosted rosy color. Love it.
I
Anyway,
just want y'all to notice I have a hoodie. Plus, I have a flannel shirt under that and another shirt. Yes, yes. It's cold here. It's like 28 when it feels like 17. I know you guys are colder than that, but this is like freezing for us
it is.
down
For me,
south.
I'm on. I'm gonna it says view my channel.
Wait,
I
I'll
am
be
on.
right back. I'll be right back. I'll be
I'm
right
gonna have
back.
to. All right, now I can make you blue, Katie, if you're still here. All right. You know, if you're over 17, it's hard to. Oh, tuber chat. Kevin, hi, welcome. How are you? hard to talk when you have nobody to talk to, right? You shared me on Reddit. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's see. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, people. I should hit the thumbs up for myself. Anyway. It says we got 8. Thank you. Appreciate it. So is anybody doing anything special today? It's Thursday. I used to take a friend to the supermarket. I might meet up. We only have one car over here. I'm in New Jersey today, and it's chugging. It's chugging.
It's chugging.
Yeah.
What is chugging?
I don't know. It goes. It just sounds like it's like, you know, in the movies when somebody started up like a Model T Ford, and it would sound like it's just.
Oh no.
And it says, I mean, it starts, but it's like idling really hard, and then it kind of. Hi, Dabs, the pug mama quilter. How are you? It's what am I gonna say? It runs still, but like we're going out to Pennsylvania and we're gonna drive, the 4 hours. I want the car to be good.
Hey, Dabs.
How you doing?
Hey, Kevin. Welcome. It must be early for you, Kevin.
Is Kevin in Canada?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, not all Canada. Is he on the other side of Canada?
I don't know what part of Canada he's in, but he's in Canada. And I know you cold, Kevin. I'm cold in South Louisiana. So I know you guys must be cold because I'm freezing. If y'all want to grow your channel, check Kevin out.
Oh, he's Niagara Falls time. That's close to
okay.
That's my time.
All right, cool.
It's just so Anitra lives around there on the other side. I have another friend.
Yeah, Anitra lives in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold here. I'm just
saying.
I have the heat on. When you're downstairs, when the heat's not blowing heat, the air that circulates is like for some reason really cold. So.
Oh no, Greg. Wow, I know when we had that 10 inches of snow here last month. Oh my God, that was ridiculous.
What does he mean covered again? Like the parking lot wasn't plowed?
No, he said he cleared off his cars.
Oh,
he went inside and then he came back and they were covered again. Whoa, it went up to 30 and it feels like 20, but the wind is like 13 miles an hour. That's what's cold. And that bothers my trigeminal neuralgia.
Plug in Somerville, New Jersey and see what the temperature is.
Hey, Jane, we were just talking about the cold. I know you always show up when we talk about the cold. Jane, South Louisiana is 30 degrees and feels like 20. I know you're like 20 below that, but that's what this feels like.
Do you have a weather station open on? I can't leave and come back so easily. So
where you want to go?
Say Somerville, New Jersey.
Hey,
Somervi.
What's the temperature in Somerville, New Jersey?
In Somerville, it's currently 24 degrees.
I'm almost thinking that's okay. That's not so bad. It is freezing. Well, it's freezing for sure, but
y'all gonna get snow at about 1 p.m.
What? Hear me?
That's what it shows. A little snowflake.
Oh.
At 1 p.m.
Oh, that's not cool.
Oh. Yeah, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. From 1 to 3, it's supposed to snow.
What about over the weekend? Can you do a 10-day? It's like,
hey, Google, what's the 10-day outlook for Somerville, New Jersey?
Regarding snow.
In Somerville, highs will rise from 29 today to 52 on Tuesday, then fall to 45 next Saturday. Lows will be around 17 today and tomorrow, stay around 24 until Sunday, then stay around 34 until next Thursday. After that, lows will fall from 34 to 23.
Okay. We're just concerned about the snow.
It's supposed to snow today. I don't see any snowflakes. Next Thursday is going to rain.
Yeah.
So today is the only one that shows snow.
All right. I don't even want to know. Like, there's a chance we'll drive. If we drive to
Oh,
Pennsylvania over the weekend, it might be like really covered in snow, and
right.
we didn't shovel for.
Yeah. Look, I'm usually in tank tops for the show or like sleeveless or, short sleeves. And
I've just
Susie
seen you
and
in.
Teresa's all bundled up. Now
I've
I'm
been
bundled up.
seeing you in sweatshirts. Like, I don't have a whole lot of sweatshirts anymore here, so sometimes I'll sit in a coat, which
I
is
don't have warm clothes. This is
you
a
didn't
Super
you
Bowl
didn't
shirt
listen to
that they
your
gave my husband at school, one
you
of the
didn't
football
listen to your
players.
friend. I said go look for a sweatshirt and a zip jacket, so at least you could layer.
So I
I
have this sweatshirt.
I predicted, well, now you have a sweatshirt, go get a zippy jacket. You could always wear it in the rain.
You don't, Scarlett? I don't have many because it's not cold.
But it is
Yeah,
cold.
one of the football players, um, with the NFL, I think he used to be in this area. He used to live in this area, whatever. Anyway, they did a thing about educators, and they
Uh-huh.
each got a bag. So I got a long sleeve Super Bowl shirt. I got this hoodie because it doesn't fit my husband. None of it fits my husband. It's all like extra large or large. And one of them is like a jail orange. So I don't know if I'll be wearing that one. I'll give it to John. Maybe he'll stick out, so they don't lose him on the boat.
When you say jail orange, like that's almost a desirable color for Pennsylvania. We want
Let
that.
me let me rephrase that. Tennessee orange.
I was gonna say, like, hunters wear that walking through the woods all the time.
Right, right. Like yeah, like Tennessee Bulldog orange.
Okay, because safety colors, I feel like you need to have that so that they don't think like, and you always see now that I have browner hair, they'll think I'm any animal.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna eat my banana because I took my medicine. But watch, as soon as I open a banana, what happens?
Definitely
Look,
dogs.
Bella.
Well, that's because did you feed her before you feed you?
Huh?
Did you give her some before you get
Her
you ate?
food's always out. There she goes.
I was gonna say,
Precious.
then she'll think she's the top dog. I bought
Precious is too good to eat bananas.
my dogs love bananas, but they don't get a lot of. They really want like an animal cracker.
Orange is the new black, right, Jane?
That's true. That was a good show.
I watched it for a while and then I quit watching it.
Well, I liked it. It probably had a lot more colorful language than people are used to. Oh, this is my animal crackers that are most of them are
That
broken.
Susie's very distressed, y'all, because the
This
animal crackers do not look like animals.
look, well, it's broken. They're all broken, but what's
That
that
looks like
supposed to
an
be?
animal, Susie.
It kind of does, but like what?
I bet that's a zebra.
Really? I was thinking it's a tiger or a goat, or it could be some of them. It's hard to tell.
All right, wait, you don't eat it. Wait. Well, she ate it. I was going to ask y'all what y'all thought it was.
Oh, I'll get one. Maybe I'll get one that's whole. No, they're all broken. Like somebody stepped on the bag. Here's one.
Well, John eats in his sleep, okay? That
What?
looks like a rhinoceros.
Okay. It looks like it was a rhinoceros that got crushed. Anyway.
Well, I used to buy the big giant animal crackers from
That's what this
Sam's,
is.
and I'd give it to the dogs for a treat because it
Okay.
doesn't have much sugar or anything in it. Well, because one of the vets gives it to the dogs as a treat. Well, one night I hear crunch, 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 crunch. John eats in his sleep. He's eating the dog's animal crackers. Hey, Angela Isaac.
They used to make animal crackers for dogs that had no sugar. But they shouldn't have carbs. Dogs shouldn't have carbs, really. If you ask a vet that knows anything about nutrition,
She says it looks like a blob cookie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Angela, can I say what we doing, or is it a secret?
To me, it like resembles like something. Maybe it's a cat. Is that supposed to be like whiskers coming off the head?
I don't know.
I
I
think
still
it's
think it
more
looks like a
interesting if you
zebra.
hold them upside down. Then it looks kind of like It looks like a
I don't know
dinosaur.
why.
Is that a dinosaur if you hold it upside down? I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so let me tell y'all what's going on.
What?
We're gonna have a sell-off. I don't know what did you call it, Angela? East Coast resellers versus West Coast resellers. So it'll be me, Teresa, and Tooch versus Angela, John. Do you have anybody else, Angela? So yeah, East versus West, and then it'll be John Lucas. Oh, Jane thought it was a lion.
Okay.
Maria, California Thrifter, John Lucas, and Angela Isaac versus me, Teresa, and Tooch. And what day again is that? The 20, I forget what day it is. Yeah, it ought to be fun.
That'll be nice.
And I think the rules are whoever sells the most as a group. So yeah, it's east of the Mississippi and west of the Mississippi, March 20th.
And
It'll be fun.
What do you win if you sell?
Bragging rights.
Okay. That's the day before my birthday.
5 p.m. Eastern.
You're supposed to be shopping for my birthday.
Hey, Claudette. Bragging rights. That's right. Bragging rights.
Okay. Hi, Claudette.
And I got a feeling
And
if we lose, John Lucas is going to give us hell. In a fun way, but he's going to give us hell. Oh, but I might be lurking just to see what y'all selling.
Wait, you're not doing it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm gonna lurk before. What you talking about? Oh my God. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I click in and then there's a lot to do.
I went shopping yesterday at our little bin store. Look what I found. Y'all remember the vintage Miro cookies things? I found this thing of cookie, like the pieces you put in it, and that's the shape is like the cookies come out like real puffy and they look like this. That's what I grew up making cookies with my mom and my sister.
It's like a squeeze thing, and it would come out. The dough would come out.
Yeah, you turn it and it comes out. And these are all the things. I found this yesterday. I mean, there's a little crack on the case, but the things. So these aren't vintage. These parts are new, but you can use them as replacements because most people lose. Every time I find one of those, I buy it because it's such nostalgia for me. So I'm looking for. I have one I want to give to my sister, but I'll maybe if I don't sell these, I'll share with her. Oh, by the way, they're gonna give Ray a week off next week of chemo. He has a really, really bad rash from the chemo.
Oh no.
So they sent a dermatologist in to see what they can do for that. So they're going to give him a rash. And he was worried about not doing it next week, but the doctor says we're giving you such a strong dose, it'll be okay. So
a strong dose of what would be okay for a rash?
The chemo. They're giving him such a strong dose of chemo.
Then that's why it's giving him a rash. Because he's
So they're going to give him a rest for a week.
They should pre-treat with Benadryl. They used to do that for my mother. They would give like a
yeah, but y'all just keep the prayers coming. That would be great. And y'all, they are so grateful for what everybody did for them. The prayers, the things that y'all sent them. They are so, so grateful.
I'm gonna make noise for a second.
Oh, she's muting her crinkly bag. So yeah, prayers are much needed, much. So, and she's not doing great. Her daughter has Heather's, in case you don't know, Heather's special needs. So, but she's like a little trooper, it's amazing. So, like it's hard for her not to be with them. Like they have to bring her. So, and sometimes she has to wait in the waiting room by herself. but the nurses kind of look out for her and stuff. And Donna said usually she can see from where she's at, you
Okay.
know, because she's torn between the two.
Well,
You know,
that in a way, since it could give her like something to do to go sit with the young one a few minutes and then go sit with him a
yeah,
few
and
minutes. Like
I think that's kind of what she does. So,
where
but
my
Heather was diagnosed with some brain tumors. They
no.
think they're benign, but it's pressing on her optic nerves and stuff. So they're going through that. And Donna has some. She had thyroid cancer and stuff, so she had
Okay.
surgery. Which she might have to have another. Who knows? I don't know. It's just it's a mess over there. Hey,
Angie.
Angie.
Hi, Angie. Look at what G said. It's sad, right? When my mom was having her chemo, they had a coffee area and they had a place where they had a couple of computers that you could go do computer stuff. So it was nice of them to think of the people that were with the people.
Yeah, right, right. And I mean, I'm gonna let Donna know. I know she knows, but I want to remind her she can drop Heather off to me sometimes, when they go because it's
Victoria,
on the way. Hey, Victoria. Victoria,
hello.
I didn't make it to your live yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I popped in right as they were all leaving. It's a bunch of the old gang back, so that's cool.
That is nice. Victoria.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This feels like a daunting, never-ending task. I know it will end, but I
Yeah.
gotta. I'm having issues with the water bill. They're coming to change the meter tomorrow.
Oh, that's crazy. That happened here when they put those electronic meters. Like people's water bills went up to like 1,000, 1,500. Some of
Well,
them even more.
that's just like obviously,
Crazy.
but they, you know, I said to the guy, go back 5 years, and that was when I was living here full time. And in the last, like since the summer, I've been here like half the time or less than half the time. And I said, the month that it was the most, it was like as much water consumed as the whole entire year. I go, I was only here like 4 days. And he said, maybe something was left running. I go, we do not do
Look at my, oh, wait, where is she? Oh, my guard dog. Don't look at the junk.
Don't look at the junk.
My guard dog.
Yeah, well, they like to look at windows.
Even though that windowsill is really low, poor Precious can't reach it. She has to stand up.
Can you make her a little, like put a little box so that she'd jump on or no?
Yeah, well, she stands on the bed is right there, the dog bed. Like when I'm in here, they like to lay on there. But the only time Precious goes on the dog bed is, when they turn upside down and she's growling and flipping and turning and acting silly.
Roxy's coming.
Oh, Roxy's coming.
She was a brave girl and walked past the vacuum. You got to give her some credit today. She was brave.
Well, I think you should give her an animal cracker.
I don't give them that. If I had carrots, I would.
I'm sorry, I'm a bad dog mom.
No, you do what you want. I gave my first dog a lot of. Well, I didn't give. I used to give her. I would take a milk bone and I would break it up into 8 pieces. And my ex used to think that was cheap, and he would always give her tastes of his deli meats and the bread, the pizza crust, and she got heavy for a while, and it's not good for him to be heavy.
Yeah, my dog's a little piglet, but
Well, Jane, I give dogs people food, but I give them
Precious is jealous.
Meat, and I give them vegetables like carrots. I just don't give them carbs. I follow like a lot of animal nutritionists and vets, and I follow what they say. And my vet recommended food that made my dog sick. So, vets don't get a lot of nutrition background. So if you're into animal nutrition, there's a lot of vets out there like Dr. Judy Morgan and Anyway, from that show, you would see other vets who are interested in holistic health and feeding dogs meat. And you can cook it. It doesn't have to be raw. They just want it to be cooked low, gently cooked.
Get out of there. You can't have that for sure.
Well, if I give them steak, it has like no seasoning. And you don't give them the fat. You make sure they don't get like skin or bones.
Yeah, I'll give them a piece of cooked chicken, something like that.
I've made chicken soup for them, and I've made like ground beef with occasionally like with vegetables like carrots and broccoli. Peas, they even say some people are like anti-peas for dogs.
What?
There's a lot of controversy.
Go see Thomas. Go.
But I had a whole recipe going, and I was giving them like chicken thighs and some sardine and some kelp. It was like hard to, eggs. Back then you gave an egg with the shell. Now they say don't give the shell. I don't know. Or wash it really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they loved it.
Well, I was giving them the dog crackers because there was a vet who would give it to the dogs as a little treat. I mean, I can give it to them all day. But, yeah. I mean, sometimes they get stuff that, mine beg all the time. But.
Yeah, that's true. Well, mine still beg anyway, no matter what. Because all you have to do is give one little piece of pizza crust once in your lifetime, and they smell pizza coming in the house and they want it. They can't help themselves.
I don't know. But Precious is picky. Like one time I had a sandwich and I had mustard on it. She doesn't like mustard. And I had chips and dip one time. I made a mistake and gave her a chip with a little dip. She doesn't eat chips without dip. If you give it to her, she turns her head.
My dog's...
It's not onion dip, I can tell you that. But it's funny.
Norton mostly eats anything, but one time I was trying him on a piece of tomato, and he like took it, and he like spit it out. And they sometimes like will eat what the other one spits out, which isn't like kind of gross, but they're like they didn't like the raw string beans from the garden.
No, Bella will eat lettuce. If I'm eating a salad, she'll eat lettuce.
They'll eat crunchy lettuce. It's the limp lettuce,
Yeah, well, Bella don't care. She'll eat limp, crunchy, whatever. Precious looks at that like, what the hell you want me to do with that?
Well, if you're so
it.
inclined and you want to give them healthy, like vitamin snacks, broccoli stems steamed are excellent, and blueberries are excellent. Like just like 5 blueberries, not like a whole lot of blueberries. And those are really like you can just like look up superhuman foods, like superfoods that are human like kind of food.
I know you ever saw the YouTube video where you can hit the pans, you can slam the door, whatever, and the dog's sleeping, just kind of crumple a bag just a little bit, and they like.
Now
it is crazy, Claudette.
When I rescued, like, not rescue, when we adopted Roxy from the rescue, they had dehydrated liver treats out, and you're only supposed to give 1 or 2 a day, and Tony was just giving her like a lot. It's not good for him. That's not good to have too much. But I do buy the dehydrated liver. It's just liver.
Mm-hmm. Well, but Precious eats that. What do you call it? You know, that food in little bags because her teeth. She only has 7 teeth.
Mighty Dog. Oh, in a bag?
You know, they come in a box, but there's little bags of it.
Is it called kennel ration? What is it called?
No, chow something. Meaty chow, or I don't know. She likes the chicken better, but you can hear that bag, and here comes Bella. She's got her own food, but she'll try to eat this one. She likes it.
Man, my first dog. I was coming home from a McDonald's drive-thru once, and a French fry fell on the floor, and she bolted over that back. Like I used to keep her in the back seat, and she jumped into the front seat, and then jumped onto the floor. And she, like, I was like, "What is going on, man?" It must smell really good for them. It smells good
Yeah.
for me, but wow. I was so like, she was really good about staying in the back, except when that French fry fell. She was on it.
Does she want to get up?
She wouldn't let it slide. Look at
You
that
want to get
face.
up? Is
Look at
that
her
what you want?
face. Look at the little face. You're on the recall. That's a good idea. There's one kibble brand that I buy, Stella and Chewy, because it has like supposedly it says raw coated kibble, and I don't 100% know what that means.
There's a new kibble
And
called not
dehydrated
kibble or whatever. It's not like cooked
unkibble.
to the temperature. Yeah, unkibble, something like that. So I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it costs a pretty penny. Shoot, regular dog food kibble costs
It's
an
true, Jane.
arm and a leg.
If Tony eats in the living room, they're under his feet, like they sit like under the coffee table he eats at, and they wait.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting for something
They're
to
like
do
little
it.
vacuums, especially when you got kids eating, like little kids.
Well, the Stella and Chewy is the one I've been getting, and it has some dehydrated food in it. They like the one without grains better than the one with grains.
Yeah. Did
And
you see what Greg had wrote?
I don't have enough.
His neighbor had a dog, and she fed it so much junk food it died at 5 years old. It was so overweight.
The place where we get we've been getting our car fixed. Their dog is like so wide. He goes, I guess my dog's a little overweight. And I'm thinking, it's like 2 dogs. It's a lot overweight. I mean, it's literally a barrel. And I'm like,
Oh, Suzy, you didn't tell me.
what? Oh, now I'm too big.
She always makes me put this mode on because, with her being portrait mode.
It looks better.
Somebody's coming through the back door. It says back door.
But now I feel like I have to.
Oh, Marie.
I have to hide some clutter.
The car wash wasn't open.
Oh no.
But they got the one down Belterre. We gotta go wash our company truck. They're having a meeting today. That girl don't wash her personal car.
I don't wash my personal car. I believe in a protective
The one
coat.
on Belterre, they got one there. Huh? Well, they need to give you your money back if it didn't work. You go to that little office thing, Ree.
Will they give her money back for washing the company?
It didn't work.
Wait, what didn't work?
She's it don't make sense. She said she spent $11 for a car wash and it didn't work. And it's one where you drive through and the assistants like usually spray your car, your bumpers and stuff before you go in. I don't know. Who knows? But they have one on another place. They had so many car washes that it's ridiculous.
What reminds you of the movie Hachi with Richard Gere?
I don't remember.
People have to tell us, like, the chat's so much, like, it's so delayed that people write something and it's like if we said it like 2 minutes ago, I don't remember.
Right. The Hatch. Did y'all ever see the one called Hutch? I forget, something in Hutch, where the one police officer died and then the other police officer had to take the dog and he hated him. He ate his car. He ate everything. It was funny.
Okay. All right. And is it
okay.
Hachi or Hatch or
Hatch? Hatchy. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Starsky and Hutch. No, it wasn't Starsky and Hutch. It was Hutch or Hooch or it was a big, like, it wasn't a pit bull.
Was it that guy that was in that
It was Tom Hanks.
It was Tom Hanks? Oh. There was a movie called Dog. There was a few movies about like people who had dogs as their sidekick. I always wanted
with Tom Hanks.
With dogs.
The dog ate everything. His house, his car. It was funny, but it was a good movie.
I went to see a movie.
Turner and Hooch. Yes, Debs.
Thank you, Deb. turning. I went to see a movie years ago, and a woman sat down like about 4 seats over, and she just immediately started crying, and she cried through the whole entire movie. And it was about like a guy and his dog, and they were having an adventure in the like Yukon or something. And she was just, I thought to myself, this is a cathartic, or maybe she's just being, she must have had a dog that looked like that. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know, why would you cry through the movie even when it wasn't in the sad
I
part?
don't know. Some people cry through all kind of movies. Just the other way.
She was like bawling. I almost wanted to ask, well, I was too young to be like probably doing anything about it, but now I'd probably say, do you need any help? Like, should I call? Do you,
Right.
you know, are you okay? Something. I I feel like some people, sometimes when you ask people what's wrong, they tell you, and it takes.
Right. Oh, I saw that one. G. That was a good movie too.
Channing
Dog.
Tatum, that was the movie I thought she was kind of trying to say, because
That was a good movie.
I didn't see that.
He was bringing the dog to the guy's funeral, if I remember right, and it
Okay.
was like a cross country. So he drove him. Oh, Hatch is a true story, a real tearjerker.
Okay. I don't like,
Maybe I'll watch that when I'm sad. Then I'll
yeah.
have an excuse to cry.
When I was going through my photos the other day, oh, I spent a few hours picking out photos from, I don't know who this is.
Mine was spam.
No. Damn.
I'm gonna look it up, Claudette.
Who's John? Is John the plumber? Wait, maybe I should call him back. I don't know. Hold on. Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, Steph. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Sounds like a good movie. I guess on like Netflix or something like that. Yeah, I loved My Bodyguard. That was so funny. I don't remember the guy's name, but now they got the second one out on Netflix. Okay, I'll check it out. You muted.
The plumber who was here and did my thing, he left a light in my house, and he hasn't picked it up since the summer. And now he said he wants to. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. He could have it back. I just thought he forgot.
No, it wasn't Whitney Houston. It was mostly they were spying on this lady to see her brother-in-law was a criminal or something, and the little girl found out that they were spying on her, and so she blackmailed the two CIA agents. It was funny, and then they made a second one where she was older in high school. My special agent. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, not My Bodyguard. It was. Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up now. Let's see what it was.
I want to tell him what's going on with the water. Maybe he has insight. Are we able to?
My Spy. That's what it was. My Spy. And then the second one is My Spy, The Eternal City. That was a cute movie. How's it going, Steph? That was a good movie. Victoria, your little dog is so flippin' cute.
It is.
I love it when Teresa's little yarn. I don't know why, but she takes stuff and she puts it on Teresa's head. And then it falls off. And she just keeps doing it. It's too cute. I know it's uncomfortable for Teresa, but sorry, Teresa. It's cute. Teresa's going to get her new nails today. Oh, thanks. Bella, we're waiting for her top knot to grow back. But I know Victoria's dog is Bella, huh? I bet she can get into trouble. How old is she? Let me turn my sound. I hate to turn my sound off my phone because I forget to put it back on. They all a hot mess, I tell you. Oh, 8 months?
He's asking if
I think that's about the same age as yarn.
I'm gonna. Can I go?
Go, do what you gotta
Let
do.
me ask him.
Do you know where his equipment is?
I do. It's right by my back door on the left of like where the garbage is. So I'm afraid. Oh, he's coming over now. All right.
So you better go let Tony know he's coming.
Yeah, I gotta go.
So he's like, "What man is coming to the house?"
I gotta go for a second. All right. I'm sorry.
Too funny. Too funny. Yeah, she'll get better. Like she'll grow out that puppy stage. Thank God, mine are old ladies now. Although Bella sometimes get a little my Bella rambunctious, and then Precious hides under chairs because she's afraid. Because Bella I don't want to say attack her. She'll wants to play, but she don't realize she's like 75 pounds, and that Bella is about 10 to 12. So, it causes conflict sometimes. Jennifer must be still at her appointment this morning. So yesterday, for those of you who didn't hear, my son was in Garyville around the house. She's about maybe 10 pounds overweight. So I am guilty of giving her stuff more than she needs. Like the kids tend to want to give her dog treats so much. So, it gets crazy. She quit YouTube? I doubt that. But so the guys went to the house to start framing, and we had a storm the night before. It was too wet, so they left. So, okay. I got to do taxes because I do it monthly for the state and for the parish. I didn't do it last month. So, but everybody can't wait. It's like, oh, I just got a text from Walmart telling my mom she needs to refill a medicine. Text RX to fill one by one. Text all. AL to fill all. I've done that. You know how many times I've done that? You'd think once you would do all, they would fill all at one time. But
I'll be right. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with something.
Okay, go ahead. So are you guys all still having snowstorms? Ice storms? Rain? I know D on Daisy's Creations, they were having a bad ice storm in Oklahoma. So I don't know, Angela, if you're still here, did you have that too? She said that they had They were under emergency something. Oh, well, I didn't do the yearly stuff yet. That'll be a whole weekend thing because I'm a very terrible bookkeeper, but I'm going to try to do better this year. So I say, I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to go back and I want to try to, like yesterday I bought, so I would like to, put everything I bought and then see what sold, how much it sold. But I'm terrible. It's horrible. I don't know how to become more, what am I trying to say? More efficient, more diligent in doing that. Okay, Myrtle Beach rain yesterday, 20s today, high of 36 tonight, 22. Oh God. Well, we're not getting ice, but we're getting cold. Like it's still, well, it went up to 31 and feels like 22. So it's supposed to go up a bit. But I'm cold. I have neuropathy in my feet, so my feet are always cold, especially now. And you can't warm them up no matter what you put on your feet. I even tried a heating blanket. Oh, 16 cold there and colder later. Oh. Oh, wow. We just didn't know what to do with ours. He'd back up the car so the dogs would have a little place to use it, and then he'd put it back. Because Precious was like, I'm not having any of this. No way. Y'all can keep it. I know. Y'all know Teresa loves snow. She hadn't got much at all. I think she said we got more that day we got it than she got total. Now they got the heater on. Now it's hot. I know. Can't have my cake and eat it too, right? So back to that East Coast versus West Coast. I think that's going to be fun. I got to get some good stuff for that. Really good. Not that I don't try to get good stuff. You
Wow.
back?
I went up and down, up and down, up and down. I wanted to ask him about the water meter thing, and he said, Tony's like, don't. He says, you probably have a bad meter. It's getting fixed.
So you asked him?
I wanted to say,
Did you do what Tony told you not to do? And did you ask him?
I said, I want to, or will you ask him? He goes, I'm not going to ask him anything. Yeah, it seems like we haven't had a lot of winters at all. The worst winter, I'm out of breath. The worst winter was when I met Tony, and it was around 11 years ago. 11 years ago. That winter was bad. Lots of snow.
So Claudette, how did they handle, like, I guess it doesn't matter for y'all because y'all so used to it, but like kids going to school and stuff like that? Because here they just closed. They closed the schools here. Lots of snow days. We get lots of hurricane days here.
Oh, we used to love snow days. And when I lived in New York City, and as a kid, we would pray.
Bye, Adventures. Bye, Victoria.
Take care. Victoria.
Have a good day. Give that puppy some hugs.
Very cute dog. Every time I see people with puppies, I want a puppy. And then I remember the puppy.
Right?
Peeing and eating and pooping. It's a lot.
Oh, it takes an ice storm before they close the school. Okay.
So they'll extend it into the, I guess, summertime. Here we go to school in New Jersey like way later than the South does because,
Well, our kids out there at dark in the morning sometimes.
well, what I mean is like like the school year ends in the beginning of May or like, and
Mm-hmm.
we go like all the way to the end of May or whenever. I don't know. It just seems like some people's like, oh, school's out. And I'm like, not for us.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I live near 2 schools. So I love it when there's no school in session. And
Mm-hmm.
not because they're really noisy, because they are occasionally noisy, but it's just the driving with those school buses. It's hard to
Yeah.
navigate.
Yeah. Now, sometimes what they do if they had too many snow days, they will extend it an hour
Oh, okay.
every day. And then if it gets too much for that, then they'll have to go a couple of days over or whatever.
Well, that makes
But
sense.
they allow so many days for that here.
Right. It makes sense.
Oh, wow. June 27th. I can remember as a kid, we went back after Labor Day. Now they're back in like, July?
But you have air conditioning in your schools, right?
Yeah.
See, we never had air conditioning as kids.
And you see, they'll get a day off if something happens, like that particular school, if there's no air. Like if the air conditioner for some reason goes out, then those kids, because there's no windows you can open in these schools.
Oh, I remember when I went to grade school, they had these really big windows and they were really heavy. And our teacher had this like metal hook and she had to hook it on the window to like pull it up or like,
Uh-huh.
it was almost like, I imagine now kids would hit each other over the head with it. It's just, it was really like a big contraption. But I mean, they were like the size of, I don't know, 3 windows wide and
Wow.
5 windows high.
And
Huge
then
windows.
here too, what they've changed to, because since they had the COVID, they had virtual learning and every kid has a computer. So if it gets to be too long, they switch to virtual learning. If they're out too long for the because we were out, like for Ida, we were out 19 days out of electricity. So those kids couldn't go to school. But they couldn't do virtual either because they had no electricity. But yeah. I'm not sure how many days they allow for.
Great.
They have extra days built into the school system.
That's funny.
Like sometimes they'll take away, like if they have a week for Easter, they'll take away some of that, or they'll take away some of the Christmas or Thanksgiving holidays.
I'm just trying to get the chat back here.
Oh, okay. God, I hope those guys are at the property today. I think I'm gonna run that way. And no. And Gary goes, why run? Take the car. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna pass by and see.
Pass by who?
My house.
Oh, okay. Well, you really are passing by. When you used to
But I'm
say,
not really gonna pass
Right.
by. I'm gonna stop. That means I'm gonna stop by the house.
oh, okay,
You know,
yeah,
because when I'm gonna go past by my mom's means I'm going to my mom's house.
we really literally pass by, and we'll
I know
pass.
my friend from Alabama asked me. She goes, "Dawn, you're not gonna stop?"
Don't, you gotta stop.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So when our kids, like if on a snow day, they can do virtual.
I don't know what they do anymore.
And it ticks those kids off.
I'm not involved with it, and only know is that they said basically if kids are not doing like enough reading, that they could lose like a lot of what they just learned by not keeping up with the reading with
Right.
on it.
Right.
And I think it's true.
Yeah. They'll give. I guess they give them work. I don't know. My kid's been
Well,
out of school for a while.
when I went to like after high school, they gave us a reading list for the summer, and I thought, you have to hear me. I'm starting a brand new.
I was reading the chat.
I
I
was
hear you.
starting college. It's like a big deal, and they gave me 5 books I had to read, and I thought, I'm not in school now. I'm not going to do the work. And then I
Yeah.
remember the last day of summer of like the break, like thumbing through the book. Like I really need
Read the back.
now now we didn't have internet. So like but now you can go on the internet and probably get like synopsises of all the books.
There's an AI program that
Probably.
reads the
Yeah,
book and
I
will
would
give
have
you a synopsis of the book.
I would have just like, let me at least know what it's about. I mean, I don't know. It
Well,
was,
here they have a
it had Cliff Notes.
program.
Cliff Notes.
No, it's not Cliff Notes. It's like
But
a
do
real.
you remember them though? Like they
Oh
would,
yeah,
and they would get into like symbolism. So just in case there was a discussion,
right.
I feel like.
But we
Well,
have a
sometimes I
program
read them
here,
and then read the book and look for the symbol.
right? Yeah, where kids who are at risk of losing what they've learned, then they have summer school for them.
Okay.
That it's not mandatory, but it's very highly suggested.
Right.
Oh, I got to turn the heater down because it's like killing me.
Yeah, I guess it can. I mean, and it's a lot easier now, I feel, because of like the access to knowledge. Like if you just go on the internet and look up certain subjects, you could get articles on it. And we just didn't have that kind of access. We had to go to libraries and then if we needed special information, we had to go to a special library that you had to take a subway, and then we'd have to look up microfiche. And like like, did you ever do that? Like you used to put old reels, and then like it was so much
These
work.
like floppy pieces of.
It was it's like they looked like movie reels, and you'd have to like it was so much
Ours were these little
to
square
do.
things that they would put in this microfiche machine. Weird.
There was a lot of
The ditto paper. Remember the ditto machine?
mimeograph.
Well, they called them ditto machines here, and it would go around this drum.
I wish we called it ditto.
Yeah, they would
When
go
you first
around
said
this
ditto to
drum.
me, I go, I don't know what you're talking about, but now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it would be that blue writing on it.
It smelled.
Smelled.
Everybody, people would be like, and I didn't love it.
Especially, and I had one teacher who showed me how to do it. So she'd go, "Can you go ditto these papers?"
I did.
Yeah, they would go around that drum, and it'd make this clicking sound each time it put a sheet through.
Wow, the good old days.
Now it's like, go to the Xerox.
You love that song too?
Smell the chemical smell. But it smelled good.
I didn't.
Oh my God. And sometimes it wouldn't work, and the paper would get all crinkly.
But some chemical smells were kind of attractive, and one of the things that my grandfather and my father used were really highly toxic, and they used to just like it was like dry cleaning solution or something. But it was made. One of the components was it's really a bad material, and we used to have a jug of it, like a wine jug under the kitchen sink, and they would basically flip it over on their finger and then like rub it on a stain on your clothes while you're wearing it. So I mean, I think it had benzene, and I'd be like,
I remember
I love the way it smelled in a way, and
right.
I'm thinking, it's so
a little
dangerous.
trivia about me. Before I had kids and stuff, I worked at a cleaners.
Oh.
I quit working for the attorney after I had my first kid, and I worked for cleaners, but I worked the front desk. But I remember that lady, she ended up with cancer of her thumb from doing that with the thing.
My grandfather died at 65 from multiple myeloma, and I don't know. my dad got 2 kinds of cancer. So it's not
Right. Makes you wonder, huh?
it makes me wonder a lot. And my mom was really big on the bright, like she wore, that red lipstick that you'd eat off by the time it was lunch.
Everybody wore red, bright lipstick.
Right. And all those red colors, they banned them. And
Yeah, and the parabens.
my mom just probably ate boxes of lipstick.
Right.
every
And
year.
you know, like in the UK, England, a lot of cosmetics and stuff we use here are banned there because of the parabens and stuff in them. Crazy.
I found like an old shampoo in my cupboard and I've been using it. And I was thinking, some of the chemicals in these old shampoos were banned recently. So I'm wondering, is it going to really, like, am I going to get sick because I shampooed my hair? I don't know.
You remember the Pearl shampoo?
They had banned the original Pearl, and then they came out with a replacement Pearl. But Tony, like that was his brand. He loved that one. I bought him 4 jars of it, and he goes, "Is this the one with the cancer?"
Oh shoot! Remember they used to drop the Pearl in it, and they would go down. And it was like ivory liquid for dishwashing in the white bottle.
Well, I guess we
That's
used
what we used to
whatever
use.
was the most popular one then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, there used to be palm olive, and it was really thick, and it was worked really well. And then they came out with the one that the bluer one that they use on the ducks and stuff. And now when you go in, they have like ultra platinum extra.
I know, right?
Remove, and I'm like, which is the one I used to get? Like I want the one with every one of those things in it. Isn't it generic? Please give me the one that works. That's all I want. I want it to take away the grease on my pans and pots. And if I believe in like taking a spray bottle, putting a little bit of like the dish detergent, like a touch, like a drop or two, and using that to wipe down your counters. Like you don't need to buy 1,000 different bottles of things.
Right.
And exactly. or you could use like vinegar, and there's always recipes on the internet, but someone said putting, like they used to always say, put baking soda and then pour vinegar and it'll bubble. And someone said it's bullshit. Oh, it doesn't really work.
It's BS.
I think the plumber's here. That's okay.
Tony's gonna get it to him. Go run down and ask him. Go ahead. Go. You're gonna be miserable if you don't.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll say I had a plumber over. Wait.
And they're gonna say, I want to see your proof.
Let me go for a second.
She'll be miserable if she doesn't. Yeah. Hey, John.
I'm from Jersey.
And Teresa would say, hey, John Lucas.
Did I hear that?
Did you hear what? She's nosy, y'all. Wasn't talking to her. So what's everybody doing today? Oh, Precious, you're so heavy. Well, it depends. If I don't get a payment in 2 weeks, I send them an email and say, hey, I sent you this invoice. Do you still want the stuff? Do you need a little bit extra time, or do you want me to cancel? And most of them say, oh, I did. Because sometimes, John, you might put the wrong email address. I'm just saying I did it. I've never done that. Well, but anyway, so you can do that. And then, okay, cool. Go right away, honey. Right. Right. You can see if they viewed it. So you know they viewed it. How long has it been? Because I mean, some people require 24, 48 hours. And you can say, I require 48 hours. If I do not hear from you, then I'm going to cancel 4 days. Just send them an email and say, hey, just checking to see, do you still want this? Debbie says, was it me? Is lurking considered work? Sure. You're, doing research. I would say it's work. Okay. Yeah, I did that too. Yeah, you can send a reminder or you can say, hey, by the way, do you still want this? Because I don't mind if something's up holding an invoice. I don't mind that. But just let me know. Communicate. That's the main thing. And I'm bad about saying that in our auctions, but you should say, look, if you have a problem paying an invoice, just inbox me and say, hey, can you wait? So, you would send Thomas to the house. He wouldn't do nothing. All they had to do was give him some chips and he would just run away and be happy and say, yeah, they said they'll pay it later. That's if you can get him out the bed. Well, yeah, and some of them have a list and they'll put it in a private chat and says, I'm not taking, I'm not going to take orders from, and they'll put names. But we do have, like, Teresa and I have a couple monthlies that we do. It's people who get paid once a month, maybe. And, we know we hold their stuff for, to the end of the month. Right. If it's a constant excuse, then maybe there's a problem. Or maybe they have a buy-in problem. Excuse you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah. It's a tough. Sometimes it depends on who it is that you know real well. Yeah, I give them usually 2 weeks, and then I'll send the email and say, hey, by the way, she's making all kind of noises. He's a mess. So I went to the bin store yesterday. I got a thing of yarn for $1. I was so excited. Right. The situation. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess you have to know them, let them know your rules up front would be my suggestion. And, I think Johnny does that. Ella does it. These are my rules for payment. And the big thing, even Ella and I think Johnny, they wait. They just say, communicate with me. Let me know. Because you don't know what you think they just don't want to pay. And sometimes double check your email because it could be wrong. I had one patient, I kept wondering, I know this is the email. Didn't realize I had put .con instead of .com, So I try to copy and paste when I'm getting sent an address. Yeah, I get paid once a month. My husband gets paid once a month because that's how the school board pays. And then I get my retirement once a month. So it can be tough if you don't, manage that out. I'm trying to teach my boys that. Yeah. You forgot it's Thursday, Jennifer. Oh my goodness. I just said, I wonder if Jennifer's at her appointment. She didn't text us through the car. Yeah. No problem.
That's what I said. That's why I said that would make sense then. Because why would it like go till 2 p.m. and then stop?
Oh, does Jennifer have her granddaughter?
Are you there?
I'm here.
I talked to the plumber. Look at my glasses. I was talking to him outside about the leak. And he said,
Man.
it could be a leak. He goes, I said, but why would the leak stop at 2 p.m. and then wait till 3:30 to go back on? And he goes, yeah, that sounds weird. Hi, Jennifer.
You sure nobody can turn your water on while y'all gone?
The last time we fussed with the on and off valve, he said it started leaking from the valve and we needed to call a plumber. And if we're
No, but I mean, can somebody steal your
He sees
water
the-
from another? Do you have another spigot where they can turn on outside?
What do you mean by that, though? Yeah, we have a outside spigot, but
Right.
so
Can
we turned that off. We turned off. I mean, we could turn off the toilet.
No, I mean
Flip
the
off the water.
outside spigot. Some look around here, they'll steal your water.
Oh no,
your-
we have the pipe shut, so there's no access to the outside.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. In the summer, I did see my neighbor once using my hose to wash off kids at a party because they got muddy, and I thought that's a little presumptuous. But I like, okay.
Right. Oh, that sounds fun, Jennifer.
I'm glad he just didn't fill his pool with my water. He might.
I'm glad you're not Teresa and singing.
Yeah,
John
playing
Lucas.
with his valve. Yeah, it's my valve.
Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds like fun, Jennifer. My granddaughter came over this weekend and I tried to teach her to crochet. Crochet is not her thing. Oh my god, I got so nervous, but I didn't say nothing. I sat on my hands. So she wants to sew. So she left her sewing machine here because all my sewing stuff is packed, and she didn't bring. She likes making little felted animals, like using the felt and stuffing them and stuff. So she wants to make. So I told her, I said, you got to bring all your sewing kit here with your felt or whatever you want to. There was somebody told me to get a blue jean needle for felt.
Is there some way that you could get her like a finger protector, like a kind of like thimbles just for like the fingers that might go? Somebody told me that when they started learning to felt, they stuck themselves a lot. So,
oh really?
Yeah,
she does sew it by hand, but because it would be so much faster to me.
I mean, you mean like the wool felting or the sewing machine?
No. Like the sheets of felt you can buy.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. I thought
she wants to sew it, but Dee told me to get her like the blue jean needle to go on the sewing machine because it would work better.
I snap needles. I haven't sewn since my dad was alive, but I've snapped the needle on his sewing machine. And,
yeah, I have too.
And he said, I was like, I'm so sorry. He came home from work. I'm so sorry I broke it. He goes, it happens. And I'm like, my dad usually didn't take stuff like that well. It was really
I'll let you up, Jennifer, if you want to sing.
Yeah, it does sound like someone filled the pool, but there's no access to any kind of pool. And if the pool is under from my front yard, oh my
right.
God, be like, it just is weird because it went on and off. If it went on and off, then that makes no sense. If there's a leak, it would be consistent usage.
Right, your yard would be wet. Something would be wet.
Yeah, I mean, except it's cold. And I said, even if one time we were in Pennsylvania and it was summer, he just he left the hose knob like on, and it was leaking, and it still wasn't this much. It was still within the range of use that we had been having. Like, it wasn't a really, really expensive bill compared to this one.
Right.
Which was
Jennifer, did you see the email from Angela?
Yeah, Jennifer, let's hear a song, a rhyme song.
Yeah. When that Baby Shark song gets stuck in your head, oh my God, you can't get it out.
They call those earworms, I think. I don't know. Hey, I want to show you just cause. Look at,
That's pretty.
it's getting long. I can make, if I put buttons, I could make a neck wrap.
You could. Well, I
Yeah.
stopped my Afghan for a little while because I want to make some small things for our spring fling at the booth, like the face scrubbies, the dish scrubbies. I was going to do some bookmarks.
Thank you. Thank you. I like the colors. I'm never getting this yarn again because the next skeins are 1 ounce less. And
Let's see, hold it back up.
okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, I agree, Debbie. That teal is so pretty. I
It's
mean,
good.
all the colors together match so well.
I really liked it, but like they didn't. It took a long time to get to the real teal color. Like it had a little bit of blue, but in the whole rest of the skein, they only have a little bit of that. This one has some in the middle,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'm kind of like, I don't know.
It's a knot. It's not. It's a. I was getting ready to say it's a knot. It's not the same day as Tooch's. Because Tooch is going to be on. It's East Coast reseller versus West Coast resellers. So we're playing who can sell the most for bragging rights. It'll be fun.
She said she should be free. I say you should be making a cake for my birthday the next day.
Oh, I should be. And what I'm supposed to do? Mail it to you?
It has to be virtual.
Oh, goodness. That'll be
So delicious.
hard.
Virtual cake. Ugh.
Right? No, it's not on Tooch's, Jennifer, because Tooch is going to be on it. So it shouldn't be. Right. It's going to be Angela, Maria, and John Lucas versus me, Teresa, and Tooch.
I have one more
So
thing.
it'll be on Angela's channel.
She remailed you.
You're aging on Thursday.
How old are you going to be on Thursday? Happy. That's
Is
next
it your
Thursday.
birthday
Happy
Thursday?
birthday. I'm just saying it now because I'm old. I could forget. It's possible.
Well, we'll be here next Thursday.
Yeah, we should. On your channel.
Yes. And then you can sing happy birthday.
How
Or
come
we
now
might
it's
bring Teresa
right?
on as a special guest to sing for your birthday.
Well, I can sing too. Mine will be more in tune, maybe. Oh, happy birthday. That's congratulations. It's an accomplishment, I feel. I mean, not that you had like time marches on whether you wanted to or not.
Mm-hmm.
And the only alternative isn't, I don't think it's as much fun. I don't know. I'll find out.
Yeah. Gee, whenever you're ready, you're welcome on our channels.
You used to do auctions? Oh, okay. When I get to PA and I get
I saw G was
state.
on with Debbie and Jennifer. It's nice to put a face with a name.
It is. You dumped your last YouTube boyfriend. You're looking pretty lucky.
Watch out, John. They come as a pair.
Why did you dump him? Did he just start?
Stop coming around.
Happens, right? Same meal ticket. Yeah. I met G when Victoria and Jen, I think that's when I met you, G, were having their nighttime auctions, and they would do the cookie points. You remember that? They would do the
That's a shame, Debbie. I'm so sorry for you and Jennifer.
Aw. Well, and
That's not nice.
and before Valentine's Day. Aw.
John.
John's funny.
Oh, he's remodeling the house for y'all. Well, y'all got competition now. I'm just saying.
Why, John? Are you single right now? Do you? I don't know. You live in California. I don't know anybody in California.
Well, I know Maria the Thrifter, and Pearl is in California. I don't
Is that when
remember
that was? It was a long time ago. That was one of the first.
John, he says I gotta go. Andrew's calling me to the living room.
Oh.
Mr. Southern Finds is here.
Well, single and I'm not gonna say that word. That's an F.
Stop it, John.
Stop it.
You are not.
Well, I've been
Hey,
adding
Mr. Southern Finds
lately. Hey, Mister.
I hear him in the ice maker. Aren't we all, John?
Do you call him Mr.
No,
G?
I'm sorry. I don't want to speak for everybody.
Mr. G. Are you gonna? What are you saying? Were you gonna say you are fluffy?
Yeah.
You got skinny.
I still got fluffy parts.
Well, that's not it. I'm not gonna even go there.
Well, good. You enjoy it, John.
Yeah, I'm fluffy too now. If she gains 3.5 pounds, it looks like 10. Yeah, that's what my excuse was.
She said she gained 3.5. It looks like 10.
Well, you know what doesn't feel good though? Like if you gain like 3.5 and it was just at the point that your pants could jump a button and then all of a sudden, that's no fun.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hello?
You should say hello. I said hello. That's what I said.
Oh.
All right. Bye, honey. Did you go by the house? Are they there?
I mean, I've technically been overweight because the weights that they say you should be are really kind of low. And even when I lost a lot of weight, it's not maintainable. It's just not.
Honey, can you get me a drink out the bedroom?
Really skinny for a while because I really wasn't eating. I mean, it was like not enough to maintain.
Did you hear me?
A healthy body weight, and I had a procedure to lose weight. So I'm gonna say. And and I told my doctor, I go, I'm regaining, and he said, but you had like 7 years of being slimmer, so you probably added years to your life by not having that. You bleed gravy. I know when Tony gets his next blood test.
John says he bleeds gravy.
Yeah, my husband's it's gonna separate into butter and then like hemoglobin.
Stop it. Stop it. She had
like a little
at work. So she went clean her truck. Let me show you how cute. I'm gonna get one of those metal things to put on with a command hook on my office door. And it says
pain in the ass. That's what it says.
It does not say pain in the butt. Say hello while they're right there. They can hear you.
Out of the office. Working remotely. Back to, do you think that anybody's going to look at that?
No, but I think it's cute in a meeting.
It's cute. Do not disturb. That would be the one that would be stuck on the door.
Right. And then it says, come in, welcome. I think it's cute.
It is
and
cute.
It came with some little
but
stickies.
People are still going to go, Ma!
I know. They always come in here and disturb. But that is cool. I thought it was cool
It
anyway.
is cool. I just
But
said
I don't want to stick it to my door of my new house.
you
So
have
I was
to-
going to get a command hook and hang one of those little metal sign. Yeah, they have the metal signs and put it on that.
My husband's big on those command hooks.
I like them because they don't mess up stuff.
They don't mess up stuff, but they also.
And I'll get the one that holds 5 pounds. That way it won't come off.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're not. Your son says F. Okay. I wanted to.
Yeah, they'll just walk right in. They don't care.
I wanted to get the get lost mat, but I didn't know if people would understand. I didn't really mean it. Like I didn't know if sarcasm extended through the Amish community. So we got welcome instead.
Oh, okay. Enter at your own risk. I don't know.
All I know
That's
is
how it
those-
is at my
those after the dogs jumped out and ran around the floor,
Bella.
ran away, and I
Where's
slipped
she
and fell.
barking at?
It was like,
Bella. Let's see who's out there.
they never
Right here.
came back.
Well, I don't see anybody, honey. Stop it. This is a really quiet neighborhood, so people walk a lot. They walk their dogs, and like you don't have to worry about dogs. Like where I live, if you walk, people's dogs will just eat you alive.
Is John into? I know someone who's born on 420. So she used to say her name was like, I'll just say Sally 420. And I said, do you smoke? And she said, no, everybody thinks I smoke. It's just my birthday. I was like, oh, okay.
I've never heard. I'd never heard that until I did YouTube.
420s?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure about how it started, except that I know like construction workers used to say, well, by the time we kick off work at 4, so by the time we get home, it's 4:20. And that's I go, I don't think it's that. It could be something else. It might be a code for police for weed. A lot of those things started out as police codes. Like we have
I'm out of my vape, the medical stuff. But I found my drops. They're old, but I used them.
Yeah,
My
probably.
back was hurting so bad. I don't really feel much of a difference. Oh, geez, Mama's birthday is 420.
Oh, does she? Oh, she doesn't. Tony never tried it. He never tried cigarettes. He said he tried tequila once and he had to spit it out.
Oh, Claudette says it's Mayday. 420. Yes, it is a Mayday kind of thing.
Okay.
It's so expensive here. Oh my God.
Can I tell you, when I was, it's legal in New York, but when I was younger, it was not. And one time a friend said, do you want to like roll some of it up? That's all I'm going to say. And we were like, let's say doing that. And some cop, all of a sudden I hear a speaker, what do you have in your hand? And I'm like, nothing.
Nothing.
And they laugh.
Because it is kind of
you go back to school
to me.
I'm like, buzzkill.
I know. Well, I still have the vape for nighttime, but I can't find it since we moved. And that's like a tragedy. Those things are so expensive. I think I want to try something else this time, but I don't know what. If I should go back to the drops, because it didn't help.
I'm going to say to you, this is some recommendation. If you can avoid the vaping, I think it's easier on your health to just.
Well, he said it wasn't all the chemicals. Like
I understand, but it's just it's irritating to the throat.
Yeah.
to have like like it just
Right. Well, that's what the pharmacist suggested to try.
I suggest you try like they have drops like little candy kind of drops. And
Yeah.
if you have that when you're having like something with fat, like coffee with cream, and you take a drop then or take the gummy then, it's a transport.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're like, yeah, like a lot of times I knew a woman who made the can of butter. I'm in a legal state now, New Jersey.
I wonder if you
And
can cook
she,
with the butter.
she had it in her
I
hot
mean, the
chocolate.
drops. It's an oil-based drop.
Anyway, she said it was a good delivery
Now,
system.
I took it this morning before we started the show. Oh, it's in my
You did?
purse. I have a full bottle. It's 300 milligrams per
Bottle?
milliliter, so it's
That's a
not that
lot.
much.
No, I think
Oh,
that's a lot. When you buy the bags of the gummies in the dispensaries here, it's 100 milligrams, and it's 10
okay.
and it's 10 pieces, so that's only 10 milligrams.
Yeah, well, I took a whole milligram.
Oh, well, 10 milligram. Well, I don't know. If yours is more potent, then maybe 1 milligram is good. I haven't done any since I had that tooth
I
pulled.
mean, I don't feel like I took anything or whatever, but girl, when we went on vacation in Jamaica, they kept trying to shove it at you out when you were in the bus, like they here, like here. It's like,
Really? Like they just
yeah.
don't. I was wondering about
But
that. Someone said
if you
I had good Jamaican when I was in Jamaica, and I said, "How do you know where to get it? Like, you're just gonna walk down a side street and trust that someone's not gonna rob you?"
you thought you was South Amanda.
I haven't had any in months. I haven't had any since November. I've been like totally not been like free and clear. I don't drink, and now I haven't done it.
Teresa says she's going to Jamaica next week. They kept trying to give it to you through the bus window, but you can't bring it back on the ship. They have, you know,
What are they giving you? Just a joint?
no, they were trying to sell you a joint.
That's what I said. Was it a joint that they were trying to sell?
Oh, I thought you said a drink.
No, because honestly, like if you can't take it back,
Want Coke Zero?
You got a cold Coke Zero?
you could.
Yeah.
Why? How would they know you had it if you went on the boat? Honestly, if you like put it in your bra, would they know? They don't. Do they have drug sniffing dogs on the entrance to the boat? They do. Seriously, I don't believe it.
Well, they have it before you actually leave port, the original port, and when you come home, they do. Like it goes up, he goes up and down the line of people constantly.
All right.
And I'm like, because they tell you not to bring fruit or whatever. Well, Garrett every day would go get an orange, and sometimes he wouldn't eat it. So I had a bag full of oranges in my damn suitcase. I'm like, really, Garrett? He goes, I like oranges. Bring them.
Bring them home or bring them on the boat?
Home after we left
Oh.
the boat. He had a bunch of them. I'm like, dude, if I get sniffed out by that dog for your oranges, we're gonna fight.
I want to tell you, I when I was in Canada the last time, and it was international, and I had two like teeny tangerines in my pockets because that's what I was gonna have for my meal. And when I was on the line going toward the whatever to get on the plane, the security, they said you cannot bring any foods or whatever. And I went to the bathroom. I got off the line, went to the bathroom, and I ate my.
Well, you know, like a lot of
not
times
eating my tangerines. I'm
when
eating.
we go to port, we would like I always bring Ziploc bags with me because you never know what you need one for. And when we go to
I agree.
port, instead of eating there sometimes, because we come back to the boat and eat, we would order a sandwich or something from room service, put it in a Ziploc bag, and bring it with us.
That's a great idea.
Because sometimes food, you know, on the islands is like really expensive. And I'm sorry, I don't like the food in Jamaica.
I actually like some of the stuff they don't like. I would want it mild, but I love those curries. Oh, love them. but if it was like medium or hot, it would kill me.
Right. I don't like the jerk chicken. I don't like their beans and rice. No offense to anybody. It's
You're
not
allowed to not like a certain kind of food.
you know.
My
Now,
husband
one time, well,
won't-
let me tell you what happened to us. We thought we told the bus driver we wanted to go shopping. Yeah, we went shopping. They took us to one stupid souvenir store that they like, and then they
we get a
dropped us
kickback.
on the beach for 3 hours.
Oh, I remember.
So, yeah,
You look so
we
bored.
sat under the little thing at the picnic table. We had no swimwear on or nothing. And the owner of the resort's son tried to pick up on Marie. You know, he called her once and asked her, "Come here, I'll take care of you." I'm like, yeah, probably traffic her or something.
She was
I don't know.
she was talking to him. I remember you said.
Yeah.
So-
And he goes, "Wait, before I sit down and talk to you, I have to ask your parents if I can." Garrett says she's a grown ass woman. She can do what she wants.
I wonder if
Oh.
some of these cruise ships might have sandwiches on the beach that they own. Like if I don't know. Some of them have like, we're gonna drop you on the island that we have
Yeah.
rights to. So they probably give you like beverages.
Yeah.
And
Now, one of the cruises we went on, we went to a coffee plantation. That was nice. They showed you around, and then the different fruit that they had there, which they had a pineapple called cowboy pineapple. It was so good. Well, Garrett always said, "I don't like pineapple. I don't like pineapple." But guess what?
he liked
He
it.
liked pineapple. Mm-hmm.
It makes pineapple messes with it, stings my mouth. And
Oh, I love pineapple.
if it's very, very, very sweet, I can have it. But like, it usually is not very sweet, and it's too tingly.
Yeah.
And it sometimes messes with my stomach. I might be like, not really. Quite
Yeah. Well, they served us lunch there, and
it.
it was the jerk chicken, the beans and rice, and I think fried plantains, maybe. I mean, I ate the chicken, but I didn't like the bean. It's like dry beans and rice. So Sean loved it. So I made it when we got home for him. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's like why I like cruises, because it's all inclusive. You don't have to go pay for meals, pay for housing, pay for, it's inclusive. And we don't really drink. If Garrett has one bucket of beers, which is like 6 beers, and he usually shares it with whoever's with us. And I mean, that's about all he drinks. And then we have because we've been on so many, there's a night where they serve you drinks and hors d'oeuvres while they talk about stuff. So you can do that.
You mean like a timeshare kind of thing?
Yeah, but on, for cruises. Or they go over different places that have specials when you go shop or whatever.
Okay.
And I might have a couple drinks. That's about it.
Well,
so it's cheaper if you're a non-drinker, but if you're a big drinker, cruises can be very expensive. Like some of these people get like a bill for $1,500 when they get off, and they're like, "What?"
I don't like. I don't need it. But if I was going to have a drink, it would be vodka and tonic with a lime. And I ask for more tonic than they usually give, like twice as much if I could have a 12 glass and then like a little shot. And I'm good.
Well, I mean, I'll usually do a girly drink or something. One time I asked for amaretto and pineapple, and they gave me an amaretto and pineapple sour. I said, that's not what I asked for. Just plain pineapple and amaretto.
Sounds.
I mean, I'll drink gin and like 7-Up or something like that, but I'm not a big drinker. I don't like dry wine. I like fruity wine. So, or sweet wine. Did you hear your name? I don't know. It depends on what we were talking about, Jane.
Yeah, Jane. Mary Jane? Is that what you mean?
Well, we're finally getting cable in the house. Marie's putting cable in her house. Well, I mean, we have my little internet thing, but so the man's coming. We're supposed to be waiting for him. I'm not waiting for him.
I got to stop crocheting. Now you got me on the crochet.
Well, look, I made a whole bunch of face thingies.
Oh, drink and eat all you want. The cruises charge for the
Yeah.
alcohol. Can you buy
Yeah.
like an alcohol pass for like?
Yeah, you can do
$100?
packages. Like I used to get the
Oh.
drink, like the soda package, not the drink package. We'd
How
be
much?
losing.
When I was like 21, let's say, I could go and drink. I had a healthy liver, and I could process a lot of, I could
Yeah, I
process
mean, I
it,
think
and
one of
then
the packages is like $300. Okay, Debbie.
okay,
Yeah. So I mean, no, but like it's 50 something dollars for the soda package, but they switched to Pepsi products, so I usually just drink tea, or you're allowed to bring 112. Each person is allowed to bring one 6-pack of canned drinks, not alcohol, but canned drinks, sodas or water. But if you bring water, it has to be the canned water because people sneak in drinks in regular bottles, some kind, in different ways. So it has to be cans. And then they open your damn box that your cans are in, and they tape it back. That is not cool because then they want to break before you get there. So I usually drink what I bring.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I mean, I like iced tea. Do they include iced tea for free?
Yeah, iced tea, lemonade,
I'd be good. I would be really
water.
good. Fine. I don't
And
need
then in the
bubbles.
morning they have orange juice, milk, the different juices.
Iced tea is fine. I like iced tea and lemonade mixed. That's good.
Usually, yeah, because
If it's
sometimes
unsweet.
when they'll pick up the buffet, there's no lemon anywhere, so I'll put a little bit of iced tea in it. I mean, lemonade in it.
I did that when we went to that barbecue restaurant. I put like unsweetened iced tea and then some lemonade to lemon it up. It was good.
Listen for me. Oh, Thomas's hands are cold
Yep.
because he went to take drinks out the ice chest.
Well, I'm gonna go back. I'm circling back to the plumber. He said to me, "Sell this house already. Get rid of it."
You should.
That's like the advice. He
I'm
says,
sure y'all got to be tired going back and forth.
Tony says it every time. He goes, "I'm getting really tired of this," and I'm like, "Yeah." So we really, I should spend the rest of the day
Bagging, sorting.
Yeah, I mean, we have like a little aisle.
Start in the corner and work your way around the room.
Under this table where I'm sitting, I cleared like this whole half of it, like is all empty. But I put it toward the door, the stuff that needed processed. But we're gonna throw away stuff tomorrow, and we only could do like two big black bags, like those big contractor bags.
Uh-huh. My daughter-in-law and son came help us. Things got thrown in boxes, and they're like, "You want this?" No, and they throw it in the garbage. So you really couldn't process a whole lot, but we were on a time crunch. And for what? I don't know, because they never came.
That's the problem. Like, why?
Well, they needed to, in order to get certain permits and stuff. I don't know. They had to have the electric cut off and away from the house. They had to have the gas cut off at the road away from the house. So they had to make sure all that was done.
Well, just so you know, and just so there's a time frame, my realtor, when I bought the house, he said, if you can hold that house till March or April, that's when people really want to buy a house, because they want to be able to have it redone by the end of the school year so that the kids can finish it out where they are and then move in during the summer. And then he just said, if you have a family, if they have like a child or two, that's when they would do it.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, nobody wants to. Someone said, when are you moving? I go, I just know whenever I do move, it's going to be a blizzard. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really want to be having your antique chair being exposed to a blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just wish we were strong enough. And I said, like, I want this, that if I'm not taking it, I am speaking in circles. The dressers that are really big and heavy, I don't have people to help. It sucks.
You might have to pay a neighborhood kid or something.
You know what's sad? Back in the day, like when I moved here, people would say, oh, if you go to Home Depot, there's always like a line of people that want to work.
True.
And now there's, about ice. They're not there no more. I would be hiding if I was them. Whatever. No more.
Oh my
Or
God.
people that want to help. I
But
mean,
we have locals too that are not working that go there waiting for a job. My leg went to sleep. I can't.
she looks like she's smiling. She looks so cute.
Well, she's all gums because she don't have no teeth. My baby.
That's gonna be me. I'm trying to chew on the side with the missing molar. It's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while I said, maybe I don't need it. And now I'm thinking, maybe I do need it. It's hard to just eat on one side of your head.
She is done, Claudette. She's like, oh, do I have to do this any longer?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't know what I'm ready for. I think I'm emptying out the drawers from my grandfather's sewing machine, which is so cool looking. And I think I'm going to just.
So you sit there and you just kind of admire things and you don't go very far with your package.
I don't. Well, there's so much stuff from the reselling time, like, just like boxes and papers. And it got overwhelming. And that's why I kind of don't want to start reselling again, because I don't want this in my life, because it's too much. I can't control it. I am not organized enough to have a shelf just for like,
Precious, you're making
plastic bags and a place in my basement just for, I can't do it. I'm not neat enough. So
yeah.
It's just overwhelming. Look, I was never neat even before, but like it was a lot better.
Right. Hey, you could get high school kids who has to put in their public, what do you call it? Community service time.
Are you serious? They do that. They consider community service, help an old lady move.
I don't know. They helping elderly people back because they don't have any help.
This is the thing. I
know a lot of the Catholic schools or the Christian schools do community service.
Yeah, but you have to understand something. If let's say this dresser is like 300 pounds, let's just say, or 400 pounds, and if one of them like drops it on themselves or like busts down like my railing on my staircase, I'm just scared. Like it's kind of I feel like you need like someone who's used to moving, or it's not going to work out right. And the last guys who came to move, like deliver our refrigerator, they had these like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, boo, you're gonna have to hire some professional movers.
I don't have money for that. What are we gonna do? I feel like I'm not gonna have money.
Will you send John your way?
I'm gonna have to. John, will he come?
He's strong.
I wish you were closer, and I would summon.
I know. I wish I lived between you and Teresa. That would be fun. We can get into some trouble.
Because Tony said I could get my sons to help load the truck. Probably because I've moved them plenty of times. I should cash in on.
Yeah, you should.
But and he said, but what about like, are they gonna have to go all the way out there and then come all the way back? And I go, I don't know. And he said,
do they have trucks?
Like if you get a U-Haul, I heard I could drop it off in the town that's like 30 miles away.
Yeah, you can go tell them you're going one way and they switch trucks like that with other.
So, but you know, my neighbor who moved doing that a few times, she said, don't be fooled. Like they say, oh, a move around town's like 29 or 59 or whatever. She goes, it's going to be over $600 just for that. And I'm like,
Right. Teresa said you can get the Amish to help you unload.
that's what I was thinking. In a pinch, I could, because I can. I mean, I do know. I at least know the man up the hill who would know who to call,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that the girl Elizabeth that I've driven around. Girl, she's 55 years old. Anyway, you know, she has two sons living with her, and she says they charge about $20 an hour when they work. And I'm like, okay. I go, can't I just say I have like, you know, $60? Can you help me for a couple hours?
Right. But it would have to be 3 hours. You know, $60. That's $20.
Well, this is the thing. I'm not going to take them to New Jersey and then take them back. I would just have them offload the furniture when we're in Pennsylvania. And
right.
then,
Have his sons load the truck and then somebody unload over there.
and that could work, maybe. But, you know, my husband, he would rather just pay. Yeah, okay. But do you want to pay $6,000? Because I hear that it could cost between $6,000 and $10,000. I don't want to pay it. I don't want to pay that. I can't. I can't.
Mm-mm.
And I'm fussing on 100 and I don't know what I said. My water bill was 100 change, and I'm fussing on it because I just know it's wrong.
Too bad John's not available. You just have to buy him a case of Monsters, maybe, and Diet Dr. Pepper. That's it. A regular Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
He'd
well,
be happy.
I would get him pizza too, and he would probably like the pizza here. We don't have a Waffle House.
Oh, that boy loves Waffle House. I don't know why. That place is disgusting. Well, their waffles are okay. You know, I'll order it and they give you one big waffle. But I don't like it. And he eats there. He'll eat there morning, noon, and night. And his girlfriend at one time says, I can't eat any more Waffle House. I said, well, tell him you want to go somewhere else. Because for Mother's Day, he took me and my mama
to Waffle House.
No, we went to Chili's. I was not going to Waffle House. I told him that because I'm sure we would have.
Well, in my area, I mean, it's not like right there, but we're like 3 or 4 miles from a Dairy Queen, Grill and Chill, Arby's, and a pizzeria. It's okay. The food there is I'm going to say a little disappointing. We went we found a restaurant and I go, this looks like it could be our restaurant. And the food was like, why, if you had a pulled pork sandwich, why should it be?
I saw that picture you took of a restaurant.
What?
I said, I saw that picture you took of a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Was that recent?
I took that like a couple years ago in a town in New Jersey.
All right. I don't know if I'd eat there.
It was night when I took that, but yeah, it looked kind of creepy, right?
It was a little rough looking.
The barbecue place that we found looked nice, but it was in a rough town. Like it was in a rough part of the town. And when we were doing a U-turn, I go, this is beautiful, isn't it? He's like, yeah, he goes, yeah, it looks a little rough around here. It's just, you know, we have like,
but sometimes those are the best ones to go to.
Yeah. But the restaurant itself was it was clean and it looked like recently renovated. Like the Dairy Queen, when we first went there, I said, ooh, that bathroom looks like it's from the 70s and it's all rusting. and then the day after we had gone the last time, they closed down for months to renovate. So now it's all new. I haven't been back. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I wish there was better food, but other than that, I love the view. And
I hear you.
Sometimes you make sacrifices, and I always can. We've been trying to buy like frozen Asian food to see if it's okay. Mostly it's not, I'll say. Except for like some dumplings. We kind
Well,
of
I know it's a little pricey, but like they got PF chains in the Changs in the frozen sections.
we tried
Their orange chicken wasn't so bad.
we tried two kinds and we didn't like it. And we tried some of their lo mein. It was horrible. And I was really disappointed. And we did try, I thought we tried
That's
the
good to know because
chicken.
Sean likes lo mein and he's
I didn't,
always asking.
I didn't like it. Honestly, I enjoyed some of the ramen packets that I got that were unusual ramen, not just Maruchan or whatever that.
I think he bought some
Oh.
lo mein ramen from the Dollar Tree, and he made Garrett take him back so he can go get more.
Okay. Well, like I'm saying, in my opinion, it was not that much better than that. But I'm used to like there's like 15 decent Chinese restaurants around here, and like even my favorite joint might the guy that I like who cooks the food might be not there.
Right.
And then I get the food and I'm like, it's very disappointing today. And then the next time I'm like, oh, it's delicious again. Okay,
Right. We had like the little place that we go to, the food changed all of a sudden, but the owner, the lady who cooks and stuff, left and her family filled in. They changed the batter on the chicken. It just wasn't that tasty, but now it's back. She's back and it's back to normal. It's weird.
Our favorite place here in Jersey after COVID, just the waiters that we knew are not there, and the owner same, but the food doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste like it used to taste, and it's kind of sad. And and it's not because I had COVID twice. It's because it just isn't right.
Right. Oh, Teresa, she loves PF Chang's lettuce wraps.
Oh, we've never actually been to a PF Chang place, but I would rather eat that than some of the like individual restaurants or the buffet in my area.
But sometimes, our PF Chang's is by a big mall, and inside they have the little Chinese place to eat, and they'll give you samples to see if you like it. And it's like for $9 you can get, a heaping one of those styrofoam square containers full. Like you get an entree, you get a side, you get, whatever.
It's good if you like what you're getting. We have to try the place that's called Tokyo. They said we're the best Chinese place in town. And I was laughing every time I read that sign because I said, do they not know that Tokyo is Japan? And then I read on the internet that they had Japanese too. And then I felt better about it. But the guy who at the car dealership I said, I'm new here and the food's bad. And he goes, the best Chinese place is Tokyo. And I'm like, okay. And I cracked up. I'm like,
we have a Tokyo here.
Do they make Chinese or Japanese?
I don't know.
Well,
I forget the place that everybody goes to for Japanese food.
My favorite ones, like here, we should eat there before. Like I keep thinking I want to go to the shore and look for the foxes, and I don't know. I'm gonna miss not going to the ocean out there.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. It's too far from where I live to get it.
I don't even know of a mall in my whole area. We've driven to the smaller city and then the bigger city, and when we drive around there, they have some more chain restaurants, but always not Momofuku.
I don't know what that is.
No, neither.
I get what's called a tong cho chicken. It's
we call that General Chow here.
No, it's not the same.
It's not.
Because we have General Sao Tao, whatever. Okay. It's not the same.
I've never heard of that until you said Chong Chow.
Tong. It's tong cho chicken.
Tong and cho.
It's just with whatever the Szechuan.
Okay.
Yeah, that it's a
Usually means
Szechuan dish. Say that 3 times.
it's a Szechuan dish. We there's some really authentic
I don't know.
Asian restaurants down the road from here, and they have they have
No,
signs.
she said
Well,
that's a tasso chung chicken, what she gets. That stuff.
we went to the restaurant, and it'll say like we have like frog tongue soup or something. And I'm like, huh. And then we'll say we have pig intestine stew. And I'm like, do you want that, Tony? He's like, yeah, I don't even know if I want to eat here now.
Well, we have pig intestines we use for casing for sausage. But I don't think they use that anymore.
They have the weirdest
For the health
or
stuff, so they use
we don't
they
want
have you can buy sausage casing now. It's not real spicy, Jane. It's like a sweet spicy, but it's not real spicy.
if you get anything Szechuan here, they usually put a hot pepper next to it. And I asked them to not give me so much.
Right.
But the place that we've been going to doesn't overspice. But the one that we used to like would put the whole pods in there. And I'd be like, what? If you
No, this is not like that.
can't eat that red.
Right, Jane?
She's right. I had never tried tripe, and I went to a restaurant with some friends, and she goes, they make the best tripe soup here. And I go, I don't understand. It was good. If you didn't know what it was, you would eat it. It was
No, it stinks. We have
it didn't stink.
people who
But
put tripe in their gumbo. Oh, hell no.
well, I'm just
My
saying.
nephew went to somebody's house from work, and he went to get gumbo, and they had chicken feet in it. He's like, I gotta go. I'm not hungry.
I'll say this: I've given my dogs chicken feet to chew on, and I don't like the way they smell.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny. One of the ladies I worked with, she said, yeah, she says, I wanted to surprise my new husband and fix him some chicken feet. And she said they were like this. She said, he goes, you didn't take the nails off? Like, I guess you're supposed to clip.
Oh, this is funny. They call them chicken paws on the paws.
Chicken paws?
On the package.
I mean, the only thing you get off of them is like a little bit of skin.
Honestly,
I mean, I don't think there's much meat there.
if you had a whole chicken and it included the feet and you wanted to get like bone broth, I think when you add that in, it's cartilage, so it makes it more bone brothy. But if you're not interested in that, like we went to an Asian market and they had goose tongues, and I'm like, and then had a package and it was like $12, and I'm like, that's kind of expensive. He said, do you know how hard it is to find a goose tongue? Like it's a little teeny part of the goose, you know. And I'm like,
wow.
It was.
Who said that, Tony?
Yeah, he said it's probably worth every penny.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh, you've tried it, Jane.
They were ordering that in Chinatown, Manhattan, and on the dim sum they were eating chicken feet, and I think they did take off the toenails, but they were like so.
Yeah, I mean, all you're doing is sucking off the like skin. Jane says it's chewy, so it's just cartilage and skin. It seems like, I don't know.
I'd rather eat an animal's tongue, but okay. Everybody goes, it's
Neither. My dad liked tongue, but like
good.
the cow tongue, but
I'll probably try to make it a different way the next time, if we have a next time, because it was like $32 to buy it. It was a lot of money.
Oh wow, that's the price of a roast these days. Oh no, I'm sorry, a roast. I went to Sam's and a chuck roast, like a really nice chuck roast, was like, they say it's two, but they're not, but only that big. So it's like $42. Shit. a log of ground meat is like $40 something,
We
almost 50.
we bought like a chuck roast, and like I said, I try to get it between like no more than $15, and we aim for $10 for the meat package. I don't want to go above that if I can,
Mm-hmm.
but
But you
it's
can't do
hard.
that when you have a family and you buy ground
No,
meat.
but I don't. So I mean, I have a husband.
Everybody's gonna get one bite.
It's just, I mean, I know ways to stretch it out. Like I remember putting like meat into like a soup, like making a thick
Right.
soup or a thin
Yeah.
stew, or I don't know.
Jane says her
Egg.
roast runs about 50, but her eggs are only $5.
Well, the last time we bought eggs, we paid $5. It was a couple weeks ago. And like I said, the next week they had that sale again, or 2 weeks later, and they were sold out by the time we got there.
Well, we cook what my mama used to, the old people used to call long gravies, and it's something that's going to last more than one day.
Well,
So
you
I
see,
might cook one and then cook something else the next day, and then we'll swap days or something to reheat it or freeze it, and
well, back in the day, like when I first had my own place, I remember buying, let's say like turkey wings or turkey legs, and they would have it on sale sometimes for like 29-39 cents a pound, and I would
Mhm.
make a big pot of like thick soup with it, and
Yeah,
it tasted pretty good,
right,
and
right,
we were eating for pennies. Like it was very easy to save money when you could get like I called it once peasant meat and like peasant stew, and Tony's like, that's insulting to peasants or something. And I go, I'm not meaning it to be. My grandparents called it that. Like they were
right,
the people eating that. And I mean, I don't mean anything bad by it. It's just that they were like living off of like the land kind of. They had a cow and chickens, and they grew vegetables, and they made what they had.
right. Yeah, but I don't know how long that was, Jane, but shit, you can't feed a family a protein for less. I mean, for $10.
She says the whole week.
No, no, $10 for
Was
the
it $10 a
protein.
meal or $10
Yeah,
a week?
I would think she's saying $10 a meal.
I kind of assumed a week, but like I was thinking that's really, really, really hard. But if it was a meal, I could probably do it because in
Per meal, she said.
okay,
Yeah,
this week
like what
they
we.
had chicken legs for 99 cents in New
Oh
Jersey.
wow, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we'll
it
make
was bad.
something. Sometimes I can get 2 meals, plus I can freeze some. I don't know how to cook little because I've always had 6 kids to feed. So
My mom used to say to me, make enough for 8 people, and I was like, why? And she said, because I want I want it for tonight and I want it
Mhm.
for tomorrow night. And I'm like, okay. And we were 4. So
Right,
I used to make enough for 8 people. And then if I made a stew or a soup, it would be enough for 20 people,
right,
probably. Because once you start chopping in the carrots and the onions and the potatoes and the whatever you're putting in, it gets like
right. My sister used to laugh. She goes, "Girl," she said, "you like feeding, the Bible thing, feeding the fishes with the fishes, not feeding the fishes." And because no matter how many people came, we always had ended up with enough. you know. So even if the pot was like cool, everybody ate. It's funny.
that I used to offer neighbors food, and the ones before these ones used to take food. Like if I brought them like a deli container, like a big deli container full of like
Uh-huh.
my stews or soups, they would be like, "Oh, thank you." And these people are like that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I fed my 2 single men neighbors who had kids. I fed them for like a couple of years. and one would do some electrical work for us. The other one helped put all the sheetrock and everything in the house.
I like when
It was
people,
kind of a trade-off. I feed you, you do
yeah,
my.
bartering. Like that's what we should get back into, like I mean, I would take that lady shopping like a whole bunch of times if her family like did me a favor. I would do her favors. Like but I'm not doing it just for a favor, but it would be nice when like my neighbors that plow my driveway in Pennsylvania. I didn't know what to give them. Like they don't want money, so I gave them wine, and I don't know if they even drink wine, but
Look what this English lady gave us. We'll go do more for her.
I was like, well, if we ever went to a barbecue, we'd probably bring some beer, maybe. I don't know. What do you bring? They'd probably prefer a pack of hamburger meat, but
Or a dish, a side dish, you know.
the Amish way, I don't like their like potato salad and coleslaw. The coleslaw sometimes is okay, but what did we have? It just tasted like it was so sweet that like they put this like sweet pickle relish in it.
Right. Suzy, I got to go. I have that appointment.
Okay, no problem.
So thank you everybody for coming. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, I was gonna say, is it 2:00? No, that was the amount of time we were live.
11:45.
Okay. So, have a great week.
All right. Bye, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow we got Dawn's Deals with Teresa. And then don't forget our new show on Tuesdays, Crafting with Friends. And it'll be on Teresa's channel next month.
Okay.
Yep. Listen to me, next month. Next week. Bye, guys. All right. We will see you later.
Feel good. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.